7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
You'll never have the sacred stone.
Oh, this you crazy mother.
The Savachi syndrome, I'm telling you, I'm
like, well, holy shit, that was crazy.
What is up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of the Moto Aftermath Show, presented by TLR Coatings.
I like the little Liat logo at the bottom that you put in there.
Well, that's because there's no Liat sticker on this side. Where's the Liat stickers, bro?
Out in the car. I'll go grab one.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Also, where are my shades that I'm supposed to be getting for putting these Liat logos in every
I got
video?
shades coming too.
And do you have a
send me a text next time, because I've been just.
Do you have a link for me to put in the video description?
I do. What
Did
do
you bring me a copy of the commercial to put in also?
I sent you a link on the Dropbox.
Yeah, I told you it didn't work. I tried. It did
Well,
not
technical
work.
difficulties, perfect Moto Aftermath fashion. We don't know what the hell is going on.
Pretty much, we suck.
Yo, I wasn't here last week, so...
We're novices and don't know anything.
But, in comparison to the Stu interview, this is a high-quality production here.
Kinda, yeah.
That...
I liked how he was saying
that's a whole nother conversation.
No, we're gonna start. We're gonna start right now.
The production value of the Stu interview was not great.
Was horrible,
but it really gives us some insight on what the hell is going on with Eli.
Which, by the way, I'd like to point out, I've been calling that shit for how many years now?
Justin has called it, so...
Stu's the man. That was a weird interview, though, but I liked how he said, are my kids being too loud? I'm sorry right now.
If you haven't watched the Stu interview yet, I linked it in the Moto Aftermath Show Facebook page, so make sure to go there, and you can find the link on there to go check it out. Yeah. I'm going to warn you, watching it's very boring, the info's good, but the production quality's not.
They let us know a lot of the shit that we kind of already knew. But
is there another part?
Yeah, part 2's coming out.
Yeah.
I wonder how many views that thing's already gotten, because it's on Vimeo, so like you can't really...
Yeah. From a business side, what they did was really brilliant. They had the biggest marketing tool there is, James Stewart, and they're just funneling people right into the 7 website with this interview.
Oh, yeah.
So,
yeah. I like the Rick James look he's got going on.
Well, yeah.
That was just...
I don't know what.
And then when they, like, zoned in on his face and shit, and then they went back, I'm like, that's a little weird, but alright.
Yeah. Alright, so anyway, we're wrapping up Houston here. Round 13, final round of the Triple Crown. Thanks for tuning in. Make sure to like, subscribe, and comment down below. Really helps us out any way we can there. Also, make sure to follow us on all the major social media, which include Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter, at the Moto Aftermath Show. If you do want to support the show, you can do that by either buying something on Amazon. Costs you absolutely nothing. There are links in the description below. You click the Amazon link. It takes you to Amazon. You don't have to buy what it takes you to. You can buy anything after that. We get a small slice of it. If you'd like to just donate to us to help keep the lights on, Patreon link down below. You can donate. We'll send you some cool stuff. We now have a nice collared shirt to donate, so that's cool.
It's not Thor, by the way.
It's not Thor. It's not. This is actually amazing. This may be the first show you've ever done without is there a Thor shirt under it?
No, dude. It's an American Eagle underneath.
If you donate $100, we will send you the American Eagle shirt. Fresh off his back, not washed. You can sniff it, smell it, whatever you want to do with it.
Why are we getting weird all of a sudden?
We're not getting weird.
I'll send you a Statler Boy shirt, too.
$100. Get 2 shirts. Bingo.
That's a $50 value.
For the price of one.
That's a $50 value.
That American Eagle shirt's what, $150?
It was like 75.
If you'd like to just buy a Moto Aftermath t-shirt, there's a link to Teespring down below.
Shirt too.
No, you cannot have this Factory Connection shirt.
Oh, you're just fucking pawning off our shirts, but you can't step up?
I can't get this anymore.
Well, I'll sign his shirt and he'll send it out.
You're a novice, remember? You don't mean
we are novices, we know nothing.
We're novice riders. Yes.
But we all share one thing, right? We love dirt bikes.
We love dirt bikes.
And we did watch the Houston race, so we will give our comments on it. And to Mr. Don't Let Earl Rape You, no one fucking cares what you think. Suck a dick and die.
That needs to be cut.
Not at all. It's going right in there, dude. If you'd like to continue to comment negativity, please go right ahead. I am here. If you'd like to come out and be on the show so we can hear your vast moto knowledge, please fly out to Kalamazoo, Michigan. There's a Hampton Inn right in front of the airport. shoot me a text when you get here. I'll be more than happy to pick you up. We film at noon on Sundays.
That was such a long,
I don't
long
care.
drawn out response.
I don't care.
I think that was unneeded.
No, it's totally needed. It was totally needed.
I'm glad I
Anyway,
was the one that said it.
back to Houston.
What up, Earl?
That track sucked.
You didn't like it?
I hated that
I
track.
thought it was alright.
Why?
Dude, follow
You're the
leader.
odd man out now.
Follow the leader.
What?
I do think it was follow the leader. No big whoop section.
No, I mean that the whoop section was a little bit longer, but they weren't peaked. They weren't
It
deep.
was kind of follow the leader.
Like, dude, I think we had good racing in the 450 class, but let's be real, like that whole Bogle, Tomac, Zacho race was kind of a good indication that.
Yeah, but it was follow the leader, but there were still a couple bull turn passing opportunities.
Yeah, well, and especially as rutted as they got coming out of the exiting of the 180s and shit, coming into the triples. Like the 450 guys, they just rolled on, but the 250 guys, you could tell like even Frenchie and AC weren't really like even seat bouncing it, because like when you came out of the corner and shifted, like if you rolled on, it was just gonna keep going this way. But I don't know. I mean, we get on here every week and we talk about these tracks and.
I thought it was okay. I don't know.
The dirt was great. I like the dirt.
Right.
The dirt was good. There were some different options. I mean, not everybody could stretch the 3 out of the corner there. Not everybody could stretch the quad over to the other table type deal. So,
Did anybody think somebody was going to triple the first rhythm section though? After you come out of the 90, the sand corner, triple in to that first rhythm section before the whoops.
it was doable.
It was still
Stewable.
No,
I didn't see it. The way I looked at it, the guys were just going to use that and use the momentum to
just bang into the face.
just bang into it and let the suspension soak it up, keep them lower.
Honestly, surprised Hill.
Just bang it.
bang.
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 Honestly,
Hit it
surprised
up.
Hill didn't size it up one time though. In practice, I was like, if anybody's going to do it, it's going to him. And then when he dies, nobody's going to do it again.
There was no separation. I don't think everybody was pretty much on the same rhythm.
Look, man, we don't know what we're talking about anyway. We should
But,
just move on. Quit the show.
we're
That's
so-
it. Show's over. We're done.
No, the rhythm section the only difference I really saw was guys going into that corner that kind of sunk back into the stadium a little bit.
Mhm.
There's the step-ons, and they were stepping over, doubling in.
Yep.
And then some guys were stepping on and singling in.
Yep.
It looked like the guys who were stepping off were powering off into the single, soaking the single up into the corner.
Yep.
Yep.
And that was a little faster,
Yep.
I think.
Yep.
But I think the step-on, step-offs are a little more effort, so...
I like how though the way they set that up with the knuckle on the second one, so you could go off of it and stuff. Because we just don't see enough of that anymore. Like I know that you can only make the tabletop so long, so it's kind of like what was it Glendale last year, where before the finish line and stuff, that what was it when they were quadding onto the table or tripling onto the table, you had to land front wheel in the pocket to get the preload out of it. So like it got to the point that it wasn't that hard, but it makes you think a little bit more with stuff like that. Other than that, I mean, dude, we're getting to the point that these tracks are just so easy for these guys. I mean, when you got Carlin Gardner, no disrespect to Carlin Gardner, he's a great rider, but like when he's figuring out the track 3 laps into practice, it's not really that hard anymore. No, Carlin Gardner's doing great, but I mean, he's never gotten a top 10. I don't know if he's ever gotten a top 15 in the 450 class. So, you know, the bikes are just so good, and I don't know. There's not a lot of separation.
I don't know what they can do. What do you think they can do?
Although it was funny because I was watching, in between, I was watching a YouTube clip of 2000 Anaheim, and there was a quad, like an actual quad into a right-handed 180, and I'm like, bring back quad jumps. Bring back quad. Dude, it was like 95 feet. I was like, bring them back.
Who did it?
Ricky and McGrath. That was about it.
That's it?
I think Wyndham, like, framed it and died.
Everybody hates it, but the wall jumps and the really peaky jumps separated guys.
It does, especially when you come into a sand section like that.
Yeah, so
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Whatever. Maybe it gets to the point where you don't. I mean, they already don't listen to the riders, I guess.
Let's just get rid of Supercross.
Yeah. Let's just all go to the GPs.
20.
Let's go to Europe.
Start the GPs off in November and then do all those and then start over here for May.
Just put the GP series mished in with the...
Dude, 24 outdoor races, man. Let's call it.
Dude, make it 50.
All right, let's move on to the 250s here because now we're just jabbering about nothing.
Now we're spitballing.
Now we're novice talking.
Novice talking. On to 250s. Okay, 250s.
Laptops out. Results are in front of us.
Results are up.
So we start with the fact that Michael Lee didn't crash?
The whole day?
52 points for fantasy. Let's go.
Dude, I was so on the fence. I was like, I'm going to take him. And I was like, nope, I'm not going to take him.
Yeah,
Dude,
definitely.
he had a
didn't pick him.
16 handicap.
Wait, what did you score last night?
280 something.
Fuck yeah, high score. Get him, bitches!
What'd you get?
292.
I have to look into it. I got it real quick.
Anyways, can we talk
That's
about...
3 weeks in a row.
Wow.
Can we talk about the fact that Michael Lieb didn't crash? That was kind of impressive, and what a weird way to like enter the season.
Well, let's just start from the bottom then. Let's start with Michael Lieb and all of Dylan Merriam and all them boys. Robbie Wageman, Bradley Leonette.
How'd that work for you?
That did not work great for me.
I told you about Bradley Leonette, bro.
Well, Leonette, all he had to do, if he DNF'd, he still got double points. That was my philosophy on it. Robbie Wageman, what happened, bro? Don't even line up.
He
for
crashed in that first one.
It must have been pretty bad.
Before
man.
he was down at the
I saw
bottom of the
him
left-hander before the whoops.
That's why I texted the group chat and I was like, thanks, Wageman.
Yeah, he did good last week, though. I think he got like 11th.
Yeah, that's what I was banking on because he had a 10 handicap and I was like, all right.
I was almost going to take him. I was like, ooh.
Anyway, yeah, a lot of the classes kind of thinned out. A lot of privateer guys getting into the mains.
Shane McElrath sitting out so he doesn't have to bump up.
Yep. Bold move cotton, but it'll work. Martin Davalos still getting a paycheck.
Can we talk about Chris Blows leading that second one until Frenchie put him over
decided
the
to
bails?
run wide.
Yeah.
I want to see Chris Blows ride outdoors.
I mean, was that kind of a dick move, though?
No.
That was
Not really.
deserved, I
Not
guess.
really. Chris Blows is big enough. He can handle it.
Hell yeah.
Well, yeah, Chris Blows, that was not cool. I don't see him riding outdoors.
I don't either. I like how Ricky called him Michael, his brother
That
Michael.
was awesome.
I was like, yeah, bro, Michael hasn't raced in like a good 10 years.
I like how Ricky Stenhouse Jr. does better at announcing because he knows more than
The other Ricky. Just to take a step on that, the announcing, I like how Ralph and Ricky just kept trying to talk about NASCAR, and Ricky Stenhouse would
Started about Moto.
round it back into Moto because it's a Moto broadcast.
Yeah,
Nobody
Ricky
wants to hear about NASCAR.
RC was like, yeah, talking about, what was it, Pocono or one of the rides. He's like, talking about, yeah, how different is that? And I'm like, dude, nobody's here to listen about NASCAR right now.
Right.
Like, stop. What are you doing?
Stenhouse did a good job of reeling it back in.
And I don't even know if he rides or not. Or ever has
He
ridden.
does a little
I think
bit.
he does.
I think he was married to Danica Patrick.
He was. Wasn't he the one that was he the one that went through the end of Atlanta 2 years ago?
That was Clint Boyer.
Oh, okay, yeah. Hit the
Or
wall.
Andy Boyer. or
Which is
somebody.
funny because
No, Clint. It was Clint because Clint's
Andy
the NASCAR
Boyer
dude.
was actually pretty fast back in the day.
Yeah, yeah. So, but back into the 250 class, I'm gonna steer it back in like Ricky Stenhouse. Back
All
in
right.
Moto.
We're hanging left or what?
We're hanging a hard left at Bristol.
Jesus.
Is it safe to say that Hayes' hand injury is what the issue is?
Yeah.
Yeah, because he looked great for the first, 4 minutes of that first main?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Like, I feel, I'm still up and down about his cardio. I think that part of it is, too, is I don't know if he's breathing he's breathing at the beginning of the mains because he's pushing so hard because I think he's trying to prove a point.
Right.
Because there was so much hype around him for the last couple of years in Arena Cross and, Daniel Blair being one of the guys that's hyped him up. I think so. I really do, because if you look at how he started at the beginning of the year, he'd start in 4th and then he'd fade back a little bit and then end up like 7th. Now he's starting in like 5th, running there for about 5 minutes, and then he's going back to like 13th. Yeah. So I think so.
Been off the bike a little bit, not being able to train the cardio.
If I'm him, and if Denver goes horribly, I don't even race Vegas, and I just start getting ready for outdoors.
Yeah, I think he's a better outdoor rider.
I think he's going to need it, though, because he hasn't ridden a 250 outdoors in a very long time. Probably since he was an amateur.
And coming in right before Jacob Hayes, Michael Moseman.
Dude.
Goes 4, looks really good.
Mm-hmm.
What happened in the second main? He crashed after the whoops there?
Yeah. Yep. I think he was actually inside the bales. So I don't know what happened to him, but I saw him getting up and he was riding inside the bales. He's slowly impressing me. Now, we are talking about the field is dwindling down and guys are nagging injuries, but he's been... Considering how Supercross was for him last year, his rookie year.
Yeah, and I agree with the field narrowing down, but the thing is he's staying with the fast guys, even though the field's narrowed. So, yes, he's getting a bump because there aren't as many guys ahead of him, but he's still, when you see him up there, he's hanging.
You think he carries it in outdoors? He was pretty good at the end of outdoors last year.
Moseman?
Yeah, when he got it figured out.
I think he'll be all right. He'll be around the top 10.
I've noticed, because I used to watch his brother Josh more and stuff, but Michael has changed his style. He's one of those guys. He is a little bit taller for it, but he had the Baggett type style, straight up and down, dropped his shoulders a little bit more. If you notice him now, he's a little bit more tucked into the bike and stuff. So I don't know if he's got a different trainer or whatever, but his technique looks like it's a little bit better and allows him to be a little bit more fluid. But I'm happy for the kid, man, because with the way last year went,
No.
it wasn't looking good. And you know he's paying for his ride, so.
Yeah. I mean,
sorry, I had to have that in there.
Yeah, he's paying for his ride because you have people like Cantrell that they sign when they're 13 and shouldn't be signing them. I mean, okay, look, I know Mathis goes off on this shit all the time, but can we get real here?
Sure.
Dude, Cantrell's a waste, right? That's a waste of a signing. And they're doing this more and more with these kids.
I think they could have put him on like a, what'd they do with Alex Fry that year?
Oh, yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Like
before.
a factory
Orange
supporter.
Brigade.
Yeah, the Orange Brigade ride.
Yeah,
Well,
and kind of improve himself, man. I think it would make those kids more hungrier if they're on a little less equipment.
Mm-hmm.
And if they're performing on less equipment and doing well and working their way up, what's going to happen when they transfer to good equipment?
Yeah.
Well, he's going to be off the team after this year because Derek Drake's moving up and then Pierce Brown's going to be moving up.
Shocker.
So.
And there we go again.
Now,
who knows?
And they're wondering why TLD KTM is up in the air of even continuing the fact.
Well,
Yeah.
you guys remember what I said about the whole Roger DeCoster thing when he went on DMXS and like basically called out TLD and said they got lost in testing.
Yeah.
And like KTM is not happy with how that's going right now. Now part of it, Smitty got hurt and that wasn't, that was just a freak thing. So I think if Smitty wouldn't have got hurt, they would have been doing a lot better. But yeah, like Pitt Meyer and all those guys are not happy with it. Now, Pierce Brown, that kid's a once-in-a-lifetime talent. I don't know how Derek Drake's going to do, but Pierce Brown I feel is going to do really well. But yeah, I mean, Mitchell Falk, very up and down. He got hurt. He missed a lot of rounds. Sean Cantrell, up and down, hurt. McElrath,
yeah,
whatever
so what
McElrath's
I'm doing,
doing.
I'm taking Justin Starling and I'm putting him on that bike.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, put a guy that you're going to have to pay, what, $50,000 a year?
And he knows what he's doing. He's proved himself.
I mean, here's the
he
thing.
could probably even step up a little bit.
Why do they not just make these like Orange Brigade, Blue Crew, whatever entry level teams where they don't put you on the best equipment and you can sign these amateur kids to it, unless you have an amateur kid like a Faulkner or something where you're like, this kid's it.
This is gonna do it.
And then he goes to the big team. But the rest of them, I mean, dude, there's just, or why do we not have a entry level class? And again, I know this has been talked about a gazillion times. Why do we not have a 250 class that's suspension only? All stock bikes, suspension only.
I mean, if you really think about it, like Rock River has kind of been a stepping stone for Star. And it's worked out great for Yamaha. As much as I'm not a Yamaha guy, like it's worked out great. Alex Martin being the prime example.
Yeah.
Who knows what's going to happen with Jacob Hayes. Brandon Hartraff could be that next guy.
Again, Yamaha throws money at Rock River. There you go.
And that's a perfect example. They're still doing the amateur deal.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, who do they got? LeBlanc and
Matt LeBlanc, Jarrett Fry.
Yeah, and they have
Carter Halpane. Is he on that?
He's actually going to be on the Star bike.
Okay, so how's that working? He going straight to the Star rig, or are they going to send him off to Rock River?
I think Jarrett Fry's faster as a B rider right now, so I don't know what's going to happen with Halpane. He's been hurt a lot the last couple of years.
Well, yeah, those guys. But either way, like what we said, perfect example. Rock River as like a feeder team, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But it's funny because Geico has had the other than Matt Bisceglia, and this is no knock on Matt Bisceglia, he had a lot of injuries. Geico really though, and you disagree with the RJ thing. McAdoo was up, but like. Geico has actually done it right. They've been the only team that's gone straight to the factory rig that's actually gotten that part right.
Some results.
Yes, they're the only team. We're going to see what's going to happen with Hunter Lawrence, Jet Lawrence coming up, Joe Schmoda. Geico has gotten it figured out, but I think
But Lawrence and them boys, they pulled off out of the GP. I mean, that's a lot different.
I think Schmoda will do well, though. I do.
You think so?
I don't know about Carson Mumford, but I think Schmoda will do well.
Nah.
Mumford, he might end up being like Rider D. But anyways.
Shimoda's getting 3rd and 4th at amateur nationals.
I know, but I think that if they're not paying him a lot of money and he can get a couple top 10s and stuff, I think that it's different than the Jet Lawrence thing because I think they're banking a lot on him.
Mm-hmm.
But how about Garrett Marchbanks? That second main was good.
Yeah.
What? Who was he battling with?
I don't remember.
I didn't really keep an eye on it. I didn't know.
Maybe.
He passed him back. He got
3rd and
second main, yeah.
Yeah, it was Nichols. He passed him back.
10 through 19,
Did he?
and the 19 was he crashed in the first corner.
I think he'll be quietly
main.
good.
Dude, he's getting them whoops figured out. He's a big kid, long, lengthy kid, but like I heard that he was terrible in testing and stuff. He just wasn't. He was afraid to commit. And dude, he's like Mosman. He's getting there. He's building.
Yeah, and it's only a rookie.
His first year, right?
Yeah.
Supercross, yeah.
Yeah, so I mean, I think he'll be good, man. He's definitely coming along. So
he'll be give him 3rd year. He'll be a contender.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think he'll be top 10 outdoors?
Yeah.
I think so too. There was a lot of hype around him.
Yep.
Is McAdoo going outdoors with Geico?
Well, speaking of Cameron McAdoo,
Oh boy.
the Liat low key ride.
Oh!
Cameron
there we
McAdoo.
go.
Cameron McAdoo finally pulling his head out of his butt.
Wow.
Dude, I told you when we were watching it, I did not realize how far he came from those first two. How far back. And battling with RJ that third main. That was a Cameron McAdoo that was supposed to show up a long time ago.
Yeah, I was surprised with that too because he caught Hampshire and didn't let him go.
No. Dude, and his whoop speed looks good. And there was a couple times I'm like, ooh, RJ leaves the door open, like Cam's going to slam the shit out of him. But to your point about going outdoors, I don't know. I hope they do, though. I really do. Yeah. I don't think so because with Hunter Lawrence coming back, but who knows what's going on with Christian Craig. If Craig doesn't ride outdoors, should McAdoo be on that ride?
Yeah. I don't know. I think Craig and his family just signed an Adidas deal to be in a catalog.
For their kid?
Both, the whole family. They're coming out with an Adidas Craig line.
The kid they know how to market themselves. I'll give them that.
Yeah, they do. Yeah, they're good at that.
But but seriously,
I mean, that's a lot less risk than riding a dirt bike.
Oh yeah. I think the big thing is that he wanted to be on a 450, and I think that they just stay back. But I believe that McAdoo should be on that bike if Craig doesn't ride outdoors.
Put him on that.
Craig's gonna be dookie outdoors on a 250.
Oh yeah. Well, so a guy that doesn't have a ride outdoors though, which will lead us continuously up the list here, Jimmy D. He doesn't have a ride outdoors, from what I know.
Is he riding outdoors?
It would probably be in his best interest. I would think
it would be better too, but I'm with you. He doesn't have a ride yet.
I think he's a good outdoor rider.
You think he should ride a 450?
He's waiting.
Or buy a KTM 350
a little bit.
Or buy a KTM 350.
I'd buy anything KTM if I'm a privateer.
The thing is, I think if he doesn't have a ride, I think he goes to Canada.
Yeah, I think he does in Canada. Do you think he's faster than Osby and Pettis and all them and Crown?
Yes.
Do you think he wins?
Yes.
Ooh.
Okay.
Hot take.
Hot take. No, I can't really disagree with you because, let's be real. When Jimmy D's on outdoors, he's had good results. He's been top 5 before.
I think Jimmy D goes up to Canada, laid back atmosphere up there. His chick's from Canada.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
It'd be good for him. I think he needs to reinvent himself a little bit. He's done that this year.
Didn't know that. Look at us over here.
I don't pay attention to
us novices knew that.
I mean, he's got a good-looking chick. I looked at her once.
I looked at her one time. We locked eyes.
This chick used to race, and she was homies with your gal, Amy Howard or whatever.
Oh, Amy Hood?
Howard, Hoodie.
No, it's Hood. It's Hood. Trust me, I've heard it.
Well, just look for it. Travis interviewed her at Redbud. And
that was a good interview, by the way.
Thank you.
I tried my best. That was more about her, not you. But you did a good job. You were asking the
I wish I still had the GoPro.
Yeah, Travis has some great questions. Go into some of the older videos. Check it out.
I'm a talker.
Hey, man, that thing's got over 1,000 views, I'm pretty sure.
Yes, it does, which is decent for us.
All right, let's go to your boy.
To my boy AC?
Yeah. Looked great in that first main, got the start.
First main, I was like, we're on it. Second main, wrapped up in off the track in the first corner. I was like, came back on. We were still okay. And
what was this?
He was trying to push fucking Cantrell out of the way. That fucking.
All right, so
I'm gonna push a guy on a 300-pound motorcycle out of the way in the air.
So did Cantrell? Did he cross over on him leaving the face? Or what happened? Did AC just push it in too deep?
There was 3 of them.
He pushed it in too deep.
Okay.
Those two dudes are battling. AC ran it in too deep instead of being patient. That's impatience.
So, big question is that we knew his speed. He looked great in that third main after going down to the whoops because, dude, that could have been real bad. How about Starling, though, running into him and AC's like, whoa.
Yeah, that was awesome.
I want to see the GoPro footage.
Yeah.
I hope they have it on there. I really do.
Let me text Jared Brown real quick. Tell him to put it on there.
Dude, I want to see it. I want to see if AC was saying anything. They're like, oh, shit. So, big question is, 2 rounds to go. Does AC throw this championship away?
I don't know, man.
I'm gonna,
5 points.
5 points.
I'm still standing by, dude. If Frenchie wins in Denver, AC's not winning this title. I think if AC wins in Denver, I think AC gets it. But I'll tell you what, going from winning 4 in a row to up 15 to 5 in 2 rounds and then loses another one, and Frenchie's got that confidence going, I don't know, man. I think he throws his title away.
I don't know.
Because he's been really good in Vegas, but there's been no pressure on him to win.
Yeah.
He just went out and won to prove something. Now it's like,
But there was pressure on him in Atlanta.
No. I'm not trying to take anything away from him, but I think the AC is going to have all this talk in the back of his head like, dude, you...
He's gonna get that Cowie talk.
The only thing is that he's good. He's good in shootouts.
He is good.
He's won 3 now in a row.
Well, that plays into is Fortner gonna be, because Fortner's gonna have his title wrapped up. Let's be real.
Yeah.
Does Mitch go to Fortner and be like, "Yo, your starts are better than both of them. Do you play blocker? You think Fortner will play blocker? But do you think Fortner would play blocker for him?
Yeah. Oh my god.
Do you think so?
Yeah. That kid. I hate that kid.
What? You think Fortner, who doesn't give a shit about anybody, would play blocker for him?
Yes. Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
He'd probably be good at riding like a dick.
Oh,
No,
yeah.
I'm not saying he wouldn't.
There's a correlation between personality there.
I'm
Dick,
just-
dick riding.
I'm just curious if he would actually do it, because I don't know if him and AC are buddy.
It doesn't matter. If Mitch
That's
can
my
tell him to
point.
do it, he's
Yeah,
going to do
I don't know.
it.
I don't know. I guess we'll
He
find
likes
out.
his ride more than he hates
But the thing
AC.
is Colt Nichols is finally finding his groove again, and Colt Nichols could be like, yo, you're going to play blocker, I'll just tee you up.
I hope.
Because Will Hahn will go to him and say, take him out if you have to. Because, let's be real, Colt Nichols is a little bit bigger than Austin Fortner.
Yeah, but Fortner's a lot
He's faster.
Can Colt Nichols catch Austin Fortner?
Yeah, that's the thing. If you're going to tee him up, you got to catch him.
That last main, we know Frenchie was riding conservative, but Colt looked good that last main.
He did, despite that Lee at yard sale last week.
That wasn't a Lehigh yard sale, too.
I don't know, man. I think that this title is going to come down to Vegas.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, it definitely is now.
Well, now we're finally going to see Yamaha.
Unless something happens to Dylon in Denver. If Dylon takes a header in Denver, maybe gets a little too much of that good stuff the night before.
Oh, he's smoking Doty. Let's be real.
then maybe AC wraps it up. But
Well, here's your other boy, RJ Hampshire.
Oh yeah, I'm just looking at that right now. RJ Hampshire, we got a consistently second. We got a 2-1-2. Ferrandis wins 3-2-4, and then we got 5-4-1, a 1-10-3, a 9-6-5.
we're
And then
doing
you
well.
got fucking Starling with a 12-8-8 and an 11-7-13. So these guys are just
So
on
these
it.
guys were all over the board. Hampshire, I mean, he played the Triple Crown right, I guess. He
Yeah.
played his cards right.
Mhm.
Guarantee that's a normal man. He doesn't get second.
No.
No.
He crashes with
Crashes his brains
2 minutes
out.
to go.
I think with McElrath out, he gets about, and Jimmy D hurt a little bit, gets a fifth.
But Frenchie, though. Frenchie just did what he had to do.
I just like him winning because I like to see David Villman on TV. That's
Was
it.
he on TV?
Yeah.
Well, it's chicks definitely.
Every
on
time
TV.
Dylan
Chick's also
Ferrandis
on
comes
TV.
up, I just think of that guy from Motocross, the Disney movie.
Oh, God.
Like, I like to sleep in a west-facing room so the sun does not wake me.
That dude almost looked exactly like Steve Boniface. I don't know who the guy was, but he almost looked like Steve Boniface.
Probably was.
Like a bet. I mean,
Dude, that was Rene Cartier.
Wow. We're really going all.
those RMs
sorts
were
of
such
places.
turds back in the day. Anyway,
That movie was awesome. I watched
yeah, I know, right?
But now I watch it and it's cheesy.
It's like the Mighty Ducks.
It's like watching Twister.
Huh?
No.
What?
No? Okay. Sorry, that went over your head.
So on that note,
So anyway, so Dylon goes 2 for 2 now. Is within 5 points, and this title comes down to Vegas and Forkner playing blocker for him. Cool. All right. Good.
but I do want to point out in his first main, he worked for that second.
Oh,
Yeah, he did.
So if
Game on.
if that happens in a normal race, and AC gets out front like that normal race, next week,
Question though, what happens last night if Dylan and AC start together?
I think it would have been just like the weekend before in the whoops. They just pacing each other, cat and mouse.
Dude, Ferrandis' corner speed is insane.
It was good.
Oh my
It was
god.
good. That right-hander before the triple table deal that I was
Yep.
talking about.
What do you think? What do you think happens if they start together last night?
I still think AC has an edge.
You think so?
I think Ferrandis is smoother, less prone to mistakes.
I think AC might have a little bit more outright speed, but I think I would trust Dylan more in that situation because AC once again showed last night that there was a few times where he got a little bit over his head. I don't know, man. It's going to be what went from looking like all 3 of these titles were wrapped up to now we actually have something to look forward to on this West Coast.
Yes.
And I think it does come down to Vegas. So, yeah, it's going to be interesting. So, kind of sucks with McElrath not being there, but
Oh well.
Hey,
Interesting points chase. That's all we can ask for as fans, and that leads us right into the 450s that just got a lot more interesting as well.
Yeah, it did.
So let's move into 450s now.
oh, you can make that happen.
Because you're a big deal.
All right,
Let's get
All
Austin
right,
Forkner on the
450s.
show.
3, 2, 1.
We already did
We already
that.
did all that. Okay, anyway.
All right.
So Michael Lessie didn't race last night, right?
He got hurt.
Nah,
Okay.
he wadded his cookies. Josh Grant was an excellent fantasy pick.
Except for 13, 20, 21.
Charles Lafrancois.
Charles Lafrancois.
I don't know.
Is this like the
where
French
he came
invasion
from,
now?
but,
No, man, he rides with Super Austin and Thomas Vermette and all those dudes.
okay,
weird.
yeah, he was a 16 handicap. I took him.
Somebody said A-Ray got hurt too.
Yeah, what happened to Barsha?
I don't know.
Barsha
Can't stop crashing.
went Lee at yard sale on the whoops, it looked like.
Let's just. He just
Did
needs to get
anybody
ready for
hear what's hurt on him, or we just?
I don't know. He just needs to get
good,
ready for outdoors.
Good. This is a
Yeah,
solid
he
shot.
should just pack her in for outdoors after that concussion.
I tell you what, though, I'm looking at a lot of these like results and like A-Ray, Entignap, LeMay. LeMay was good for me in fantasy. Chiz, Bowers, Hill, like yeah, a lot of these dudes are just way up and down.
Nap was good for me in fantasy too. Well, basically all the guys in the back here.
Let's just start at 10.
Here's my view on it.
There's fillers.
All
fillers.
the top dudes that wadded it up and DNF'd, they just moved up one spot.
Skate fillers at that point.
Yeah.
All right, so let's just start with 10. Kenny was gonna go 1-1-1, right?
Yep.
Right.
He was gonna be the first
Yeah,
450 guy to
man,
win 3.
oh.
I know, dude. Trust me. I'm watching that first one. I'm like, we're 2 seconds up in literally the first
Black
lap.
cloud over his head.
I cried.
I did.
I
little
did
bit
cry
too.
too, man.
When he
Man,
started
tears.
limping, I'm like, oh god, I was
hoping it wasn't a knee or something like that. That
It's a
was
toe.
major.
It's a toe.
But big toe, I'll take a big toe all day.
just cut it off.
Cut that fucker off.
cut it off. Tape that to the
Just
rest
cut
of
it
the
off,
toes,
dude.
and let's go.
You're like Ando at MX
Yeah.
Nation, just cut them off.
Just cut it off. Anyway,
Tape it up. Bottle of
Yeah,
ibuprofen.
that
you're
first
good.
moto,
Cauterize it.
whole shot, Gap City.
10 seconds, right?
Yeah.
Gone, dude.
Gone.
10
They
seconds
didn't even
and
have the
12
camera
minutes.
on him.
He
No.
was running. Well, he was running. I think like his fastest lap was like. I might be wrong on this, so don't quote me. But I think his fastest lap was a second faster than anybody else's. That's not positive. Like we'd have to go back and look, but I think it was close to a second.
Dude, I'm not
So
kidding.
I had him for fantasy in RM.
I did too. To win. Yeah.
That was 17 Kenny, right? Because I
Yeah.
said that in the group text. That was the first
Dude,
time I seen him
he
show
had
up.
2 seconds on him after the first set of whoops. Like
Dude.
literally, I counted it. He was 2 seconds ahead of everyone after
He
the first
just
set of
can't
whoops.
catch a break though, man. I
No.
don't get
I
it.
get it.
I don't either.
Like, how can you go from ripping a holy and then the next one, like, dude, his reaction that was terrible. That second one, and
Oh,
then
yeah.
just like,
And that's the second time I've seen him crash like that in the first corner. Remember when he did it on the Suzuki and ran Mach 5 into the ground?
The only thing I remember of Kenny and Suzuki is going underneath the stadium.
Oh,
Just
Atlanta.
getting listen to split whoops and just going underneath.
Atlanta. Oh god, this is
The only thing I ever remember from Kenny and Supercross.
So
was
yeah,
Suzuki.
Kenny, man, just put that toe on ice and let's see what you can do next weekend. I guess try her again. Just do that. Do what you did in the first main. You got one shot next week.
Yep.
Man, I don't know how with 4 rounds to go how he's gonna do, because that's like, okay, it's gonna suck, you know, but whatever, it's gonna numb up eventually, and you're not.
Shot of morphine.
But I'm just curious what he's gonna do now, because like, man, that dude has got to be mentally screwed. Like he's just got to be thinking, what do I got to do to put 2 races together?
I know.
At
At least
least-
I was just gonna say like his mental.
Has
Like,
he
if you want to compare mental right now, from
yeah.
Eli to Ken is, I think that dude is strong.
Oh, I know, bro. Like, Blake's hurt. Like, I can't put 2... He literally can't put 2 races together. He hasn't been able to put a heat and a main together. He puts the main together, can't do another one, can't put 2 weekends together. Like,
That
back to
stuff
back.
happen off the track. Has
he
Cooper
won a
Webb
Triple Crown main
gunslinging him
this year? Kenny?
No.
So this is literally his first like main event.
Yeah,
you
because
know,
remember, he was
since-
leading the first one at A2, and
That's
then Coop
right.
got him.
Yeah, but I couldn't remember if he got another
No,
one.
because
Yeah,
Detroit,
so-
he was terrible because he was
Okay.
sick.
Yep.
Man, looks like they got the sickness figured out, or they just pumped him up with the good dope, or whatever they got to pump him up with.
How do you think the rest of his season goes, though, with 4 rounds to go? I think that...
Win. No,
If
I think
I'm
that
him,
break
I'm-
is
if
gonna
I'm
be good
him,
for
I'm
him.
mailing
Yeah.
in for outdoors.
You say mail it in? Like, just...
Ride.
I mean, he's 36 points down. He's got no chance at the title at this point. So,
I think-
How far is he from the next
10,
points way to get
10.
another 100 grand on his check or whatever?
He's 10 away from Eli in third.
Well, I think he could catch Eli for sure.
Probably.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
absolutely.
probably.
Well,
I think, you know what? I think the next 2 rounds might be a struggle. They get a break going to East Rutherford, and maybe just comes out and wins the last 2.
Maybe.
I think he needs a break. I think that he needs a break mentally and physically.
Maybe.
I think he just, like, dude, his just season has been so up and down.
Yeah. So him, and then speaking of sickness, maybe him and Savachi were making out because Savachi was
Dude,
sick last night.
103 fever on press day.
I'd have
I don't
been
know how
over-
he even rode.
Nope,
I
I'd
told
have
you.
been over it.
And you could see it in the end of the mains, but
Yeah,
dude,
yeah.
I don't know. And I was telling him, and won't jump too far into it, but I was really bummed that he was sick the one weekend that Osborne was doing good because I really wanted to see them battle.
Yeah.
But then it's like, dude, when you hear he's got 103 fever, you're like, what are you even doing out there?
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Yeah.
bro, he's dead right now.
Oh, yeah. No, that was dumb. I wouldn't have. No.
No, he's got really nothing to gain because I don't think
And I feel like an idiot because I didn't do my research, knowing that he was sick on press day.
you picked him.
He was my all-star, yeah.
Wow.
I mean, dude, he rode, like, okay, for being sick and knowing it, like, he rode good. 7-11-9 is not good compared to how he's done.
On paper, it's not good.
But knowing that how sick he was, and I guarantee he was probably throwing up in between mains, like, that's pretty damn good in my opinion.
Yeah.
So, he did what he had to do.
Gear he was wearing.
Just one gear.
It didn't look bad.
That's interesting. I mean,
yeah, it wasn't awful.
He won a late kid award.
Well, you know.
Well, all right. So
Helmet is
Baggett,
terrible.
What is going on with Baggett
8th,
right now?
996.
Is he just like hitting a wall?
No, Baggett's just up and down like everyone
Is he
else.
thinking about outdoors?
Probably.
Maybe, because I don't. He's ahead of Dino in points, but he can't catch anybody else.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like he ain't catching Kenny.
Yep.
And with the way Dino's riding, Dino might catch him again.
Again.
Look at this Liat low-key ride here for the
Oh,
450th.
oh, who are we going with?
Justin Bogle, dude.
Oh, I thought you were gonna go with your boy.
No.
I agree.
No, there's no Liat low-key. That was not low-key. That was high-key.
Whoa.
Bogle,
That's
Lee-
a TLR high key ride.
Blake Baggett.
Leah low key is Bogle for sure,
With,
right?
Oh, or yeah, Bogle, yeah.
Yeah.
857. I didn't realize he was in the top 5.
Pretty
The second
consistent,
one.
man.
Yeah, it's consistent.
Now he's just got to do it
overall.
for 20 plus 1 though.
Well, hey, whatever it takes, man.
Well, he, yeah, maybe.
Apparently, if you look at like what Justin fucking Hill, if you just have one decent heat race, you just put that tape in the VCR when you go in to fucking sign your contract, and you just point at it, and you get loads of money.
Well,
in
Bogle ain't
accurate
gonna
ride.
be on that team next year anyways.
Where's Bogle going then?
Where I think Bogle's going. I think he's going. Oh shit, never mind. Nope, I forgot that he was already on that team. He can't go back to that team.
Which team?
I thought he was. I was thinking JGR, but I was like, never mind.
Yeah, why can't he go back there?
I don't know. I don't see that happening because unless he takes less,
We're good.
unless he takes less money.
It's fine.
I think at this point, yeah, all the rap music he's selling, he can take a break a little bit.
Maybe he goes JGR.
Maybe he just rides a privateer.
I mean, it looks good on that KTM though. Now that he's finally getting his shit
He's starting
back
to
up.
look good, yeah. I mean, yeah, low-key ride, Justin Bogle. He was there, kind of there, I guess. Nothing super
Well, he
spectacular.
held off Eli and Zacho that second man.
Yeah.
They were pressured.
But was that more of a follow the leader thing?
I think with Zacho,
I'm not trying to take anything away.
I think
from
with
him.
Zacho, yes. I think with Eli, no. I just don't think Eli could pass him. I think with Zacho, yes, because I think Zacho was probably the same speed as him. But Eli, no. Like, he was faster than Eli in that main, in my opinion.
Zacho is our TLR Coatings high shine ride
Ooh,
because he's shining, bro.
That's
the
not.
high shine
Let's not
ride.
make
Is
that
that,
a
so that's not
10-6-4.
Cerakote.
Let's not make
Not
that.
Cerakote.
Let's not.
No.
Let's not make that a
Cerakote
thing.
doesn't shine.
Let's not make that a thing.
Cerakote's high temp.
This is not a.
That was the TLR Coatings Cerakote high temp ride was Joey Savachi with the 103 fever ride.
Oh,
Bam! Here we go. We're all over this
all
today.
right.
But the high shine ride, or should we call it the high gloss ride?
Ooh,
Glossy flossy ride.
That was a glossy Osborne ride.
Dude, I
He
mean,
looked good in that third main. He was catching Marv.
the train is catching steam, boys. The
He's
train
right.
is catching
Here we
steam.
go. One
Whole
good
shot
I
last
know, right?
week.
One good
Whole
race.
shot last week. This week he ran second for a fair majority of that last main, bro.
I will say though, he's
we are coming, baby.
He's riding good, but it's still his intensity. He can't hold the intensity, and that's.
Well, how
Dude,
long
he's
was-
only 4 races in.
6.
5.
Well, he
now,
was right
6.
on Marv's ass that last one.
What's that?
Was he on Marv's ass that last main?
No, he got third to last man or fourth to last man.
Or he was on Coop's ass?
Yeah,
He was on Coop's at- wow.
He was
Wow,
coming back at Coop.
let's
Or was Coop mailing it
Coop
in?
was male. Let's
Oh,
be real.
here we go.
Bro, let's be real.
Here we go.
No, come on now. Be for real. Like, stop being a novice. Let's be for real. Coop was mailing that shit in, bro.
First off, I'm not riding novice right now. I'm riding B class.
Oh, you
okay,
are?
yeah.
I thought you were on 30 plus.
I'm riding B class.
30 plus BC.
That sport.
30 plus BC, yes.
Okay. Anyway,
So I'm
so
riding B class. So
let's
you're
go.
not novice.
Let's go to Cole Sealy.
He was a pick of mine.
That was the I picked him for fantasy. That was the first time he
Old
looked like the
Cole
guy
Sealy.
that you were talking about in the prediction show.
Yeah.
Like not the win thing, but like pulled his head out of his ass. 4.411 is pretty damn good in my opinion.
Yep.
That 4-4, like he was in it too. And like the last couple weekends he's been in it, he's gotten tired.
Mm-hmm.
So he's starting to, I think, get back in. I'd like to see. I mean, this is talking way ahead, but now he's got a base back after the injury,
And
this
his
is-
whip speed looks good
His
too.
whip seat's good. The bike's good. If I'm Honda, I re-sign him. One more year.
I think you're going to see a lot of teams next year have to go to three rider teams. I think Cowie and Honda, and we can get into that when we talk about off season. But the question is, how's he going to do outdoors?
Oh, boy.
He's never been an outdoor guy.
Because like, are we that year in 17 when he got top 5 in points or whatever it was? Like a lot of guys were hurt. He did well, but I think that was kind of an outlier. I don't think he was really a top 5 guy.
Didn't he have one crazy good ride at like Hangtown or something? He got a
Yeah.
third.
Yeah, he got a podium. Yeah, I think he went like 3-3 or 3-4 or something. I'd like to see him do good though because he probably shouldn't even be riding right
Yeah,
now.
I like Cole Season, man.
Yeah.
He's a really marketable guy, like I said in the He drifts in the car and does a lot of cool shit, building bikes on YouTube.
I've heard something about JGR with him, but I don't know for sure.
I could see him and JGR with all the off-track kind of stuff
Yep.
going on.
I still think that if he goes anywhere, he goes to Moto Concepts and just rides Supercross.
Could.
Yeah. Oh,
I don't
takes the factory stuff over to Moto Concepts.
do it kind of like Brayton's doing and stuff.
Yep.
I just don't know that if he's going to get to the point that, you know, he's been doing this for a long time. He's been up and down. That he wants to go through the grind of doing outdoors.
He would be a perfect Brayton ride. Go to Australia.
Yep.
Oh, because he would win for sure.
He'd go to Australia, win. I feel like he's a guy that would just embrace the traveling and all that kind of stuff. So
Yep.
So let's go with the most puzzling person on the planet.
James Stewart.
No, man, I'm pretty sure
no,
everybody
James
knows.
Stewart really explained this for us.
Everybody knows what James Stewart's all about. Let's be real.
Eli Tomac.
You guys want to...
James Stewart.
I mean, he's a mental case. He went 6.72. He stopped going up the finish line jump, gave up a spot that first main. Okay, cool. Let's move on.
Those 4 wins I picked for him at the beginning of the year ain't looking so bad right about now.
Has he got 3 right now?
He's got 3, and I don't know if he gets another one this
I
year.
think he gets Vegas.
I think he wins East Rutherford.
No, Tomac, he's gonna get blown to the moon by Marv again.
I don't think he wins any of them, to be honest with you. There's
yeah,
nothing he showed me.
What the hell happened with that locking it up off the finish line kind of deal? If you're in the heat of the battle,
There's
I
so
don't
many
know.
theories going around, and me and him were talking about this. There's a lot of theory. People are like, oh, he's sticking it to Cowie. I'm like, yeah, why would he stick it to Cowie to take away from purse money? And you think John Tomac is going to let... I don't know. I'm not the... Like I said, whatever.
I'd love to be a fly on the wall, dude. That was a Sprite falling out of the fridge.
You suck at packing a fridge.
Anyways, no, and like I told you, like, if he was trying to, say screw you to Cowie with all the shit going on with the... why would he look upset on the podium? He could have just been like, well, you know, I just didn't have it. Like, he looked pissed on the podium. Like, if he was really just trying to say a big F you to Cowie, he wouldn't have looked like that. He would have just been like, hey, I just didn't have
He
it.
wouldn't have looked as good as he did in the third main. The third main, he looked like normal Eli.
He's got to put in some results until he signs with somebody for next year.
Well, I still think he goes to Butler Brothers next year. I started thinking about that more. I think he goes to Butler Brothers with Baggett teammate. I don't think this whole Honda thing is like... The more and more I think about it and all this stuff going on, why in the hell would Honda want to pay him all the money that he... I don't care if he wins the third outdoor title, he's won all these Supercross races. Dude, he has been a joke this year for what he was supposed to do. He was, once again, goes back, he was supposed to be the guy. He was supposed to win all these races. He's won 3. Like, why would Honda pay him millions of dollars? At least with Kenny, Kenny's got heart. Like, Eli this year has just been all over the map. Why would you spend all that money for him? I'd rather go get AC. And I'm not even an AC guy, but at least with AC, you know you're going to get somebody that's going to put it out there every weekend.
Yeah.
Yeah, and even if you do suck on the track, he's an off-track guy.
Yeah, why would you? And Eli is not marketable at all. I know that he has his Oakley thing and the thing with Monster, but let's be real. Like, dude, he's not a marketable guy. That's just not who he is.
No.
So, I don't know, man. Like, this... And I don't think it's going to get any better going into outdoors. I know that people think that, oh, he's mailing it in and he's going to get the 3-peat. And he should be the favorite. He's won back-to-back. But, man, this is like 16 all over again.
Yeah, it's definitely weird, man. I've yawned like 10 times. I should go take a nap. But,
Yeah, probably.
Eli should take a nap. The Stu interview really opened up a different perspective for me too, and kind of.
Do you guys find it
I hate to
interesting?
admit this. It proved Justin's theory right, that he has so much pressure to win. Like, and Stu talked about it. There was so much pressure over his head to win all the time that he didn't even care about a title.
Yep.
And Stu probably could have won a lot more titles if he just settled for 4th or 3rd or whatever.
Dude, if you think about how many seasons he was in the 450 class, but how many seasons he actually missed altogether.
Right.
Like, dude, he didn't even finish half the seasons he was actually racing.
No. Or
So-
you take a round or two off, come back, win,
Yeah.
yard sale it. Like, and the way they were talking about the internals at Cowie and how it's just weird over there, it sounds like. So, like how unhappy Weimer was, and I mean, Villapoto was not happy.
And he retired at 26. Like, I know that he had won a lot.
And if he really wanted to be with Cowie and liked the Cowie guys, he wouldn't be on a Yamaha right now.
Exactly. No, I still stand by that. Like, Kawasaki has got some internal issues, and man, if Eli doesn't like pull his head out of his ass and do something outdoors, there's gonna be a lot of people that are gonna be sitting back going, "Is this guy really worth it?" Because like, let's be real, he's gonna be what, 27 next year. He still wants a lot of money. Like, a lot of people are gonna be going, "Do we really pay this dude all this money?"
And he had, if all the stars align, he's worth that money.
Yeah, he is. But the thing is that this year proved that when the stars don't align for him, and, you know, I believe that I would rather take a guy like a Joey Savacci or a guy like Cole Seeley or some, Zacho, he makes a lot of money, so he's not really in that category. But a guy that, okay, he's not going to win championships. He might win a couple races, but we're only paying him half of what we're paying this guy, and he's still somebody.
In the Dean Wilson category.
Yeah, I'd rather pay a guy like that. Because if you're paying a dude $3-4 million a year, however much Eli's making, like, dude, you're expected to win. And I know that we always get into it with Matt about this, and other people say that, but, oh, people expect him to win all the time. No shit. Like, you're getting paid to win all the time. Like, what? You think Stu wasn't expected to win? You think Ricky wasn't expected to win? RV Dunge? Like, dude, if I'm paying you $4 million a year, you better be fucking winning all the time. Like, I know that's unfair to put that pressure on him.
Winning a heat race.
Yeah, no shit. Like, how many heat races has Eli even won this year?
Yeah.
What, like 3, 4, maybe?
Yeah. So
not even that, I don't think. And he just looked. He had that. He gave me that Villapoto vibe on the podium.
He's over it, dude. Like he's done.
Okay, so moving up, Dean Wilson, 325. Great ride for Dean.
Is this where Dean is supposed to been?
Yep.
You mean since he moved up to 450s? Maybe. I mean, he only won 1 championship on the 250.
He should have had a couple more.
I think that when everybody is there and everybody's like 100% healthy, I think that Dino is a 4 to 7 guy.
6 to 9.
6 to 9. I'm adjusting things. Yeah, because you still got to think about, like, Anderson wasn't here at all this year other than the first 2 rounds. Weston, who knows if he ever races again.
He's done, I think.
I think he is too, unfortunately. So, yeah, I don't know. I think that this is great for him because I think Dino's a better outdoor guy, so this is a good confidence boost. But no, man, he's killing it. Like, especially that second man. He was good, the second man.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
You think he's plateaued right here, or you think he keeps building?
It's hard to
keep talking.
It's hard to believe that he could get any better than this. Like, I know that sounds weird, but man, like, I don't know if I could see him winning races. Like, I know that because there's third. Like, you're looking at second and first all the time, and like, I don't know if he's at that level.
Yeah. To
be honest with you, I don't know what you think, but like, it's hard for me to see Dino winning a race, like straight up.
Yeah, you're right.
Because like if you're gonna put him in a battle with Marv or Coop for 20+1, like would you really trust him for that whole main?
Yeah. I don't trust him yet.
No. Now.
Maybe if he keeps kind of doing what he's doing, maybe and building, then yeah. But...
Okay, so hypothetically, what happens if he keeps this rolling and he goes into outdoors and he's a podium guy outdoors? What does that mean for Husky? What is Husky doing right now? Because you got Jason Anderson coming back, you got Zach Osborne for another couple years. Like, do you have to pay Dino a lot of money to keep him?
They better be figuring something out in that budget room.
Because let's be real, like that's, I would think that's probably one of the highest paid teams.
Yeah, and I'm looking at Dean Wilson on the other side of things too.
Yeah,
I'm looking at him riding through Dan Bilzerian's house, dude. That's huge in the outside world.
People talk. I think the only other person, honestly, that's bigger than him on the social media side of things is Kenny.
Yeah.
People talk about AC. I think Dino surpassed AC. I really do.
Well, with some of the unique things that he's doing.
Yeah,
yes,
the uncle or what is it, Grandpa Earl or whatever it is. Yeah, man. Like I would think probably next to.
And we laughed about it earlier. Shout out Matt with your Dino merch. He's making a killing on merchandise.
Oh, dude, yeah. He's making good money. So, yeah, I would think probably next to KTM, Husky probably has the highest salary for their guys, you know.
And maybe they start moving some money around with KTM. I'm not sure how that works, if they're completely 2 separate entities or what. That's on the business side of it, but maybe they budget a little more money from KTM and shovel it over into the Husky truck or what. But I guess we'll just see. It's going to be a really interesting offseason.
You know what I'd like to see with Dino, and I said the same thing to Matt, I would like to see him at the end of his career, because he's 27 now, maybe he has another 3 years, if he doesn't get hurt, knock on wood. I'd like to see him go over his GPs for a year.
Yeah.
Go do that whole thing. He's got,
go back to Scotland or whatever.
Yeah, go, because, dude, like, you remember 17 at Matterley Basin for MX Nations, like, those people were lit for him.
Yeah.
You know, so...
he always seems to perform at Destinations too.
Yeah, he's been good. Hell, even his very first time there as an amateur, he was like top 15 or something.
Right.
So Marv.
So we'll get into Marv and Coop here. I think maybe Coop has been exchanging some text messages with Mathilde.
Oh, God. This is all theories. This came across the group chat last night.
Yeah, all right. Theory, Coop has been texting Mathilde There may have not been some pictures sent back and whatnot.
Martine.
Anyway, there must have been something that happened during this week, or Coop just decided it's tightening up and it's mind game time.
I don't know if you watched the press conference. It's the only press conference I watched, but I was curious to see what he said. And they obviously were sitting right next to each other. And Marv said, and I went back and rewatched it because I was like, did I miss something? Like, did Marv run? And Coop even said, he's like, I let my emotions get the best of me. Like, I'm sorry. Like, I don't know. I guess after the broadcast went off, he went over to try to shake Marv's hand. I don't know if Marv...
He did. He shook his hand.
Yeah, so, like, I think that Coop realized that he let the emotions get the best of him and he was just getting pissed. But does this kind of prove what was going on last year? That, aside from Dunge, nobody really likes Marv? Because Ando was getting into it with Marv last year. And then we heard all the things, well, Ando doesn't like him, and now he's in California.
Why are they not liking him?
I don't know.
He
like
likes cats? Where's cat
I don't know, man, because think about it. Like, that third main, how many times could a Coop ram the shit out of Zacho when he didn't? He was tiptoeing around him. Like, he could have slammed the shit out of him, and he didn't.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, he just goes in for the kill. Now, yes, it's different. He's racing.
He's French and all that.
Well, he said the whole French you don't want none back in the 250 days, and those guys don't. I don't know, man. Like, I'm not trying to speculate, but I think that this kind of proves that for whatever reason, people don't like Marv.
And I want to say the Coop, the mind gaming's playing.
Yeah.
It worked.
Oh, it did, dude. Marv was all over the place.
Marv fell apart.
Yeah, especially that second main when he was catching him and they got loose in the sand section.
He was going to kill him, dude.
And, dude, like, 17 down. Like, it's game. It's gloves are off at this point.
Yeah, so we'll see what Marv does. We'll see if Marv gets a little dirty. I mean,
well, that interview.
Marv can take someone out. He blasted.
Well, Eli. Well, that interview at the end of it was kind of telling when Marv, at the end of the night, when Marv was going, well, we'll just kind of see what happens from here on out if I have to ride like that. I don't know, man.
It almost looked like I watched the second one where they went into the left hand.
Yep.
It's like Coop went in and he turned his handlebar just to even hit him.
Yeah, well,
just to give him a little rattle with the bar.
So, Coop, he's got this title unlocked, right? I know that you said that anything can happen, but 17.
I mean, if he does it, yeah. If he just keeps riding like he is and nothing freaky and weird happens, like a broken wheel or something like that, I think it's his. And how? Travis isn't here, but or if Coop doesn't piss somebody else off.
I think Marv...
If he pisses Tomac off again like he did in Daytona a couple years ago.
Yeah, that's... See, but you know what, though? I like that about Coop, because we always kind of said guys they're too afraid to get aggressive. And Coop, he's like, I don't give a shit. And I like it. Like, that is what...
That made last night awesome.
That's what's missing from these new generation, kind of like the Stu interview. Don't mean to keep harping back to that, but he is like... I think Hurlings is the only guy left from that generation of that they hate to lose more than they like to win. Because I think it was RC, Stu, RV... Dunge, not so much, but
Dunge changed it.
Yeah, Dunge changed it. I think Coop is one of those guys, like him and Hurlings. Like
Hurlings telling people to F off.
Yeah, like I don't think that they're afraid to get in there. And man, I don't know. Like Mark can bang with the best of them, but
whoa,
sorry,
whoa. Obviously not. If Coop's been texting his chick. So.
Coop. I don't know if you want to get into it with Coop though. I think that if Coop's smart, he doesn't let that, he doesn't want to blow this championship, but. I think Coop, I'd be more afraid of Coop being back there and, trying to get aggressive and shit. But, yeah, man, like...
Yeah, he did what he had to do last night. I think Marv had the speed to win.
Yeah.
But, like I said, Coop played the mind game, got in his head, and...
So what happens here going forward? Before we give our picks for next week, and I guess, I don't know if we're waiting for Travis or whatever, but...
we can just wrap it up without him.
Yeah, I know. What happens with the next 4 rounds going forward? Because I think Coop gets 2 more. At least 2 more.
You think he wins?
I think he gets 2 more wins. I think he ends the season with 8. I think he does what Eli should have been doing the last 2 years, is winning a bunch of races and winning the championships.
Yeah, I guess we'll see, man.
Because, man, like, because that second main, when Coop actually went out there to try to prove a point, like, other than Kenny... Coop is the fastest guy. I think that Coop has something... Because, dude, how many times did Coop get loose in that whoop section and shit? Where it should have been, it was all the way skipped out, and he just brought it back. Like, everything is working for him. And he looked better in the whoops, other than that third main, but they started getting real cupped out.
I'd look better in the whoops.
Man, I don't know. I think that he wins 2 more. I don't know who wins the other 2. I hope Kenny wins the other 2.
Yeah.
So
predictions next week, you're going Coop.
Coop for Nashville. We go back to the East, and I think it'd be dumb to not pick Faulkner. Faulkner's going to win out. He's going to win out for his series. I don't know who's going to win the East-West shootout.
Yeah, okay. I guess I agree. I think Kenny will win next week.
If I knew more about that toe, which I know for most people they think that's not a big deal, and I don't even know which one it was. Was this a right or left foot?
Welcome back, Travis.
Oh, hey,
You're
buddy.
Just in time to wrap the show up.
Perfect.
So
Yeah.
professional.
What do we have about Coop and Marv? Did we talk about them fighting?
Well,
Mind games.
Cole thinks Coop got some nudes from Mattel.
Yeah.
I think Coop hates Marv, and everybody else hates Marv.
Because he's French, which is bullshit.
All right. So what do we got for picks for next week then?
That's what
Coop
we're
and
going to do
Fortner.
right now.
All right,
Fortner.
cool. Let's hurry up because otherwise it's gonna shut off on us.
Coop and Fortner.
Coop and Fortner,
Yeah.
So professional.
I know.
Coop and Fortner.
dude. Somebody's got to do some work to keep the lights on.
I'm going Ken Roxon Fortner, actually.
You think Ken and Fortner?
I think the big toe doesn't hurt.
As long as the big toe, I mean...
Have we seen a track map? What's the track look like?
Yeah, turd.
Probably sweet.
Helpful.
Probably
Hopefully it
sweet.
doesn't rain.
All right, cool. I'll be different then. I will go Marv and Fortner.
I think Marv's gonna win, huh?
I don't know how big the stadium is.
Does Marv
It's
kill
if it's
Coop?
small and technical.
I think Coop kills Marv and then takes Mattel home.
Ooh, hot take.
And lets Marv watch?
Oh my God,
And okay, so
we've really gone.
we've
off
got
the
the predictions. What do you think happens moving forward though with the next 4? Because I think Coop wins 2 more and this title is over with unless something crazy happens.
Ooh, you think he's gonna win, huh?
I think he wins 2 more, and I think this championship's. You know what? I almost would go so far to say that I think he wraps it up early. I think he's got a stranglehold on these dudes.
He's got to get 8 more points on Marv, and Marv's doing real well.
Yeah, but also Coop's in Marv's head.
Okay, all right, fair enough. I can see it. I'm not gonna say it's wrong.
What do you think happens? Cole kind of already gave his.
Dude, I think Kenny wins one. To be really honest.
But
with you.
what happens with the championship?
Oh,
'Cause
I
at
think
that
Coop
point,
wins it. Yeah.
Does he win early or does he go down to Vegas
He
just
could-
by
he-
mathematics?
I can go
If
to
he
Vegas.
wins early, I think it's in East Rutherford. I don't think he.
No.
I don't
Yeah,
think he wraps
no.
up next weekend or in Denver.
You think he just says screw it in Vegas if he wraps it up early and just?
I think he takes Molly like Jason Lawrence. And
God, I hope not. I hope not.
He's not an idiot. So, all right, this has been another episode of the Moto Aftermath Show presented by TLR Coatings and Liat Protectives, which I did not mention that at the beginning. Luckily, I put the Liat logo down. They're welcome if Liat ever gets me my stuff. Otherwise, that logo's going
might
by.
give you some stuff now.
Oh
More on
boy.
that later.
So once again, make sure to like, subscribe, comment below, share us with your friends. Make sure to follow us on all the major social media networks. Like I said, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. Cole runs the Twitter, so you can be at him. The Earl guy on YouTube.
Oh, God.
Comment below. Let's chat.
Yeah, comment below, bro. Let's chat. And like I said, fly your ass to Kalamazoo. I'd love to have you on the season-ending show here. Be great. Let's get
Well,
your takes.
Come
because
ride
you're
with
smart.
us, actually.
Yeah, you can come ride too. We'll get
Maybe
you
it's
a bike.
Grandpa Earl.
Grandpa Earl. That'd be awesome if it was.
If it's
that would be
Grandpa
awesome.
Earl and Dean Wilson shows up.
Matt's gonna be jealous he wasn't on the show with us that day.
Yeah.
But anyway, we will
Matt
be
doesn't perform on
here.
camera.
We will be back next week, wrapping up a new round from Nashville. Hopefully, these two kept it professional while I was had to step away.
No.
We were hoping we were going to try to wrap it up before you got back. And
Sorry, bro.
Share us with your friends.
Yeah. Anyway, thanks for tuning in. We'll see everybody next week.